Let's talk about Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas lost today to Texas A&M. They got off to a nice start, but they fell 69-61. So I do want to run through this here, Rob and Jeff. Rob, I'll start with you on this one. Arkansas has Auburn on Wednesday. Obviously, if they ever pull off, it would be a miracle on the road that would totally change everything, but assuming that they don't. Then they host Missouri. They host Texas to round out February before heading to South Carolina. Then Vandy, and then they host Mississippi State. The point, the remainder of their schedule after Wednesday, there's some gettable games, home opportunities. Like, Rob, where are you with Arkansas here? It's the beauty of being in this league that you do get chances. But, like, after Wednesday, they host Missouri, and then they host Texas. And Jeff and I were talking on the phone earlier. It feels like that's going to be, hey, either you put it together here or it's not happening.
Yeah, they got to get 4 more wins, I think, at this point. 4 more wins to be able to legitimately have a chance to say we can make some noise in the SEC tournament and get ourselves a bid. To be fair, they were in the tournament as of this morning, according to the Fielding the 68 bracket, but that is assuming there's no bid thieves. That is assuming that none of the teams below them find ways to be able to make runs in their specific league tournaments. But John Calipari understands this. Like, I don't know if you guys saw it, but he kind of lit his team up a little bit in the press conference after Texas A&M. I'm paraphrasing here. I don't have the quote in front of me, but he essentially said, like, we got to be able to – it's not good enough to say that we had a chance. It's not good enough to say that we are close, because we are close to being out of the NCAA tournament at this point. And they absolutely had a chance to be able to beat Texas A&M today, but this is just kind of what Texas A&M does. So I don't think that Arkansas is going to go into Neville Arena and beat Auburn. Although I will say the best chance to be able to beat this Auburn team is coming off of a win on the road against Alabama. It's a perfect kind of letdown spot for Auburn to be able to get caught here. So I think you got to get 4 of Missouri at home, Texas at home, at South Carolina, at Vanderbilt, Mississippi State at home. Do I trust Arkansas to be able to do that? Not really.
I think you need 3. I don't think you need 4. I think if they end up going 4 under, okay, so you go 3-3 the rest of the way, and you're 7-11, 4 games under in the SEC. As long as you win a game in the SEC tournament, I think you're okay. I do. I don't know where the bid stealers are coming from, Rob. I just don't know where they're coming from in these leagues. Like the A10 is probably not going to have a bid stealer. They don't have they don't really have an at-large that's locked in. I guess somebody could win the AAC other than Memphis. I don't think somebody's winning the WCC other than St. Mary's or Gonzaga. I just don't see that many scenarios. Maybe
I think the WCC is more open than you're giving it credit for. Washington State's good, Oregon State's good, San Francisco's good, Santa Clara's good. There could very well be a bid stealer there.
Missouri Valley. Yeah, that's interesting.
Could be.
What about Con West?
I hope Drake.
Mount
West is one.
What about NC State? Like, there's a very real possibility that one of these teams from something like the SEC, like, what happens if Oklahoma gets hot? Who knows?
Oh, come on.
Miami won 2 of their last 4. What if the Hurricanes? You never know.
I mean, again,
2 of their last 4.
I think Arkansas gets in. I really do. I think they end up going 3-3 here in their final 6, because it's not overpowering. I mean, they got to beat. They got to hold court at home. They got to beat Missouri and Texas at home, which isn't going to be easy. I think they beat Texas. I don't know if they beat Missouri at home, but I think they beat Texas at home. Then you split against South Carolina and Vandy on the road, and then you got to beat Mississippi State at home. And win one game that you're playing a like team probably early on in the SEC tournament that determines whether you get in. But I'll say this: if it's close. You don't think that selection committee wants John Calipari in Dayton?
Well, hey, what was your theory today? Your hypothetical for what the first 4 could be? UConn, Gonzaga, North Carolina, Arkansas.
UConn, Gonzaga, Carolina, Arkansas. How great would that be? I'd actually watch.
Yep, I would too. It'd be the most watched for forever.
Everybody would. Yes,
everybody would. Gabe Madston just hit a 3 to become Utah's all-time career three-pointers made leader with 288. Gabe Madsden hits it. Utah is up 7 on Kansas with less than 2 minutes to go in this game.